Hey everyone, you're watching Rooted and Rising, and we are here having honest conversations about aging, healing, and everything in between. And remember, the comments you hear are my comments only. They are not a substitute for therapy. So if you need therapy, I want to encourage you to seek out your own licensed therapist or medical professional. All right, so usually I come on and I talk about a particular topic, and then I'll offer some tips or suggestions on that topic. But today I think I'm going to need your help because I am struggling a little bit with this topic. So, what am I talking about? I'm talking about a term called anticipatory grief. And anticipatory grief is the process of grieving before the loss of a loved one. So in this particular case, I'm referring to my pet. And my pet's name is Biz. His full name is Biz Marquis. And he is 13 years of age. And we've had him since he was 6 weeks old. And he is what we call a senior pet. And he's suffering from a lot of ailments at this time. So as you know, we are all growing older and we have pets, our pets will age with us. Unfortunately, our pets age a little bit faster. So they get sick faster and they pass away sooner. We've had Biz since he was 6 weeks old, and we named him Biz Marquis after the rapper Biz Marquis. And Biz Marquis sang the song, "You Got What I Need," whatever. Okay, that's my singing for today. But he sang that song, and he was the type of rapper I think people loved, and there wasn't much controversy. He was fun loving and all of that. People enjoyed his music. So we named our dog after him, you know, similar, fun loving. People enjoyed him. So that's his namesake. And we've had him since he was a little puppy. I remember, you know, looking specifically for a black schnauzer. We were all excited to go and pick him up. And he was just the cutest little thing. And we've had him since. And, you know, he is our last baby. My husband and I, we have adult children. And so he is my last child. And he is growing older. And I know that recently I took him to the vet and for his, you know, checkup. And the vet said to me, is he coughing, anything unusual like that? And I said, no, I don't think he's coughing. I never heard him cough before. But I didn't realize that his coughing is a little bit different than our coughing. For me, it sounded like more like snorting, like he was getting something under his nasal passages or his nose. So it sounded like he was snorting to me, but really it was him coughing. And what the vet told me is that that's an early sign of congestive heart failure. So it's coughing, it's shortness of breath, it's the wheezing, and you know, he's doing all of that. So he said, well, with this is the early signs, and he probably has 2 more years to live. So I was, you know, pretty shocked to hear that. And because I was really expecting him to live longer than that. I met a gentleman a few years ago, and he had a black schnauzer similar to mine. And he said to me, his dog lived to be 19 years of age. So I was expecting Biz to live that long too. So when I hear 2 more years, you know, that kind of took me by surprise. And needless to say, you know, I've started kind of going into the grieving process early because I'm anticipating him not making it, you know, to 19. Now he could make it to 19, but you know, my vet's a pretty straight shooter. He's experienced. So I'm tending to lean into more than likely he may not make it to 19. So with that, it's, gosh, so what do I do in the meantime? He has a lot of things going on. You know, Biz has congestive heart failure. He has now some spinal issues. He has shaky legs. Sometimes he has trouble jumping on things now. He is losing his eyesight. He sometimes doesn't know who I am when he sees me. He is going deaf. He can't hear sometimes when people come home. He has 4 teeth left. He has a lot going on, right? So it's like, what do I do now? You know, that he's at this phase of life. He still is the kind of dog for me that has been there for me no matter what. There's been times that I've been down and just feeling low. And just him sitting next to me has been comforting to me. It's really made a world of difference in my life to have them there. So to think about him not being there really leaves kind of a big gap. And I'm not even sure at this point if I even want another dog. I tell my family, I say, I don't want another dog. That's it. He's the last one. I think this is it. I think lately what we've been doing is just trying to just take him in more. You really try to enjoy the experience of having him here in our life. We used to be kind of really strict dog parents. We would adhere to a certain schedule. We would feed him at a certain time. We would take him out at a certain time. Everything was kind of routine. He wouldn't get any like extra anything. Pretty strict. Now it's pretty much whatever you want. Anything goes. If he wants to have an extra snack, he can have it. A little bit of junk food, he can have it. All of that is on the table for him. I remember that when he was young, he never really liked to go for rides in the car or do kind of the things that dogs like to do. But now that he's older, he enjoys going for car rides, and me and my husband will take him for night rides in the car. And I really enjoy looking at him with his head out the window, enjoying the breeze. We just try to be flexible now with him and really allow him to enjoy his life. He just recently had a birthday, and we just kind of made the whole day where it was relaxed for him. We made him something special to eat. He likes a little burger we made for him. And we just kind of let him go outside and play longer, took him for a ride, just kind of built in a nice day for him. And he was pretty tired by the end of the day. So those are some of the things that we do to really enjoy, the experience of having him in our lives. Other than that, it's a struggle to think about what it might mean to not have him here. He's been a source of protection as well as a source of love and support. Just knowing that, he's here to bark at an intruder or listen out for any sounds or reassure me when I'm feeling a little nervous or scared, that has made a difference for me. So not having that is going to be tough. So, that's where I am. And, I want to know how do you feel about it? What have you done to connect more with your pets as you were losing them? Grieving is a way for us to feel closer to our pets. So I did pull off from the internet some things we can do for our pets to honor them while we're grieving, either when they're still living or when they have passed away. And some of them include things like making a memory box of any photos. Maybe there's some paw prints of them. You could also put some toys of theirs into the toy box to cherish. Creating a special day for them while they're living, like I did with Biz, a birthday, a special day where it's just kind of their day to enjoy. Capturing quick quirky videos of them. Now that we have all these great smartphones, we can just pull them up and look at them at any time and share them with our family. We can also just spend extra minutes with them just sitting. I know just coming home from a hard day and being able to sit next to Biz and feel his head on my lap or just being able to rub his warm body is just very therapeutic. It's made a world of a difference for me. And just honoring them, just keeping their memory alive and thinking about them and the special memories that you have, I think helps cherish that moment. If you have some things that you've tried or are currently doing, that would really help me out. So please put them in the comments below, and I would love to hear about them. And if you like what you hear today, please like and subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you next time. Take care. Bye.